So you don't like Asian people? Right?
He's the worst. He's the worst. Welcome to INKPULP Audio. That was Matteo interrupting my intro in a lovely fashion. So we are back. Today we're taking a new stab at inking each other. And the plan is to do these until we each get to ink everyone else. So today I've got me, obviously, and Jim. Mahfood is back. What up, Jim?
What's up, guys?
I got Matteo back for telly number 2.
What's up, guys?
We've got some poop talk for you all today. I know people have been asking about that. That's coming. It involves Tommy as well. And Tommy Lee Edwards is here.
Yes, I am ready to talk poop.
All right. And draw. Not so much. All right. So we're going to ink each other. Oh, real quick. I need you all, if you're watching this, to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Like as many posts as you can and comment on as many posts as you can. We're trying to grow this YouTube thing. It's new, but it's going well. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. Tell me in your comments. All right, so Jim, you are going to be inking me today, correct?
Yes.
All right, so let's see what of mine you got going on over there.
Let me switch this guy real quick. There we go. We got a Wolverine bust. And we also have off camera a Batgirl that you drew that I printed out just in case I have time to rock both.
In case, you mean when you have time?
I mean, I will. Yeah, I will.
Any thoughts on your approach at this point?
Well, this one, I mean, these are so preliminary that I feel like I can just go nuts and like turn these into crazy pieces, you know. With paint and color and I mean it's a good foundation for me to start from and go crazy.
All right, cool. When I sent those, that's what I was thinking. Like sending you something that was rendered and finished seems silly.
Yeah.
But the
I
animal.
mean, I could go either way, but I prefer this.
Okay, good. Awesome.
As long as you're not timid about seeing your babies being destroyed.
These are not precious, Jim. You do your thing, man. You're gonna make it look better. You do your madness.
I will.
Okay, and Matteo, you're going to be inking Tommy Lee today.
And Jim Lee. This is a beautiful piece by. It's Tommy. This is Hellboy with a dragon on the fire dragon on the background, and here I prepared a clean piece of paper because I couldn't print on this paper, so I'm gonna ink on like using a light box, which I haven't been doing in a while, but you know, it's what I'm gonna do today.
Are you gonna do like ink washes in your normal sort of approach to this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do ink washes as usual and see how it works.
Awesome. All right, and Tommy, you're going to be doing a digital painting over one of Jim's pieces?
Yes. It's going to be an experiment because it's already inked. It's like a finished drawing. So I'm going to try and turn it into something else. I don't know what. We'll see. I think I'll be working in Photoshop on the Wacom Cintiq tablet and just going to experiment and have fun. And which is I'm hoping, it seems like all of us are kind of hoping that each other kind of just goes off and brings something to it. I'm hoping that Matteo can save my drawing, which is what I'm.
All right, so that leaves me.
Oh, wait a second. You want to see the drawing?
Oh, yeah. Show the drawing.
There you go. Can you see it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
I know. I'm done.
I mean, Tommy, the pressure's on, bro, because it's already a perfect drawing. I mean, the pressure's on.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Cool. So Tommy knows how to take hostage of the screen when he needs to. Good. All right. So, Tommy, do you have any idea how you're going to approach this thing?
I'm just gonna kind of probably do like an underpainting and almost like color it, and then I'm gonna maybe then figure out how much of the line to kind of use and how much to. I mean, because it's already ink, but I feel like there are parts of it that I might like just completely obliterate. I don't know.
Awesome.
I don't know yet. I don't know. It's I'm not sure. Actually, let me see if this other camera works. There. Now you can. As I'm working, I'll kind of have this on there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know it's kind of hard to see it. I'll do the share screen once in a while.
That's good. Yeah, that'll be good. That was good last time when you did that and you showed us some Photoshop tips.
Like this?
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, Jim, make sure your mic is on your camera. Is it?
I just switched it over. Does that sound okay?
Good. Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay.
All right, so Matteo got up this morning and did a drawing for me to ink, and these are the results. So I've got my work cut out for me. I'm slightly intimidated, but I'm gonna have fun.
Shut up.
All right, so I'm gonna switch my mic. Let's all get our cameras where we want them.
Hey, right now I'm using my computer mic, but now I'm gonna switch to my HD mic.
Your camera mic?
Yes, thank you. And can you hear me?
Oh yeah, that sounds good, Tommy.
It sounds better?
Yeah, it's like it's a much better sound.
Okay, good. Because I noticed, I watched some of the one we did the other day, and it sounded like I was, like in a distant cave somewhere, so.
Yeah,
That's your voice, Tommy.
Yeah. I'm like, I guess this is how I sound, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm figuring this out as we go. I know my audio guy is mailing me some mics he wants me to start using, and I'll figure all this out as we go.
YouTube's a very
let me
new.
just talk real quick, 'cause I didn't do this yet. So my approach here is I'm gonna do my dry brush thing, big bold outlines. The blacks are all spot, but I have to decide where I'm going to let some light creep into the black areas, and I'm going to fade it out at the bottom so there's no solid blacks. And yeah, I'm just going to go. All right, let's hit it, peoples. So I promised a little bit of poop talk today, which just kind of happened organically as we were starting. Matteo, I did get comments or DMs last time asking where was the poop talk.
BMs?
Yeah.
You get BMs?
DMs, like direct messages.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said BMs. As in.
Well, yeah, to be honest, the problem was that we ran out of new terms, but luckily enough, our friend Tommy just came out with a new one. So, Tommy, you want to do the honors? You wanna do it?
Well, whenever we're about to start recording, or whenever Sean is about to begin, I think anything, he says, let's get cracking. We're gonna get cracking. So it always makes me think of Clash of the Titans, the Kraken. So, and then that made me think of whenever I have to use the bathroom, especially if I'm in the studio where I don't have a bathroom and I have to run to the house, I yell for everyone to get out of my way because I have to go release the Kraken.
And why?
So-
Why do you use that term, Tommy?
I don't know. It's kind of always been a thing in our family, and it's weird because I think of I never really thought of it the way you described it, where that specific shot.
Oh, okay.
So you have a specific shot from
Yes. So
Clayton.
when Tommy started telling the story, it was like ringing home with me because we use the same term in my house. We got to go release the Kraken. But for us, it comes from an actual shot in the film where when the Kraken's being released from his like little cage or giant cage underwater, there's a shot where you just see his tail leaving the frame, and it just looks like poop going down the toilet. So that's where it came from for us. But I still don't understand how it came about for you, Mr. Edwards.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I'll have to ask my wife.
Sean,
yeah,
are you saying that Ray Harryhausen put subliminal poo messages into Clash of the Titans?
I mean, it's possible. It affected me that way. Was it intentional on his end? Maybe so, Jim.
Okay.
Easter egg.
Right, an Easter egg.
Which could be a new poop term.
An Easter egg? Save that for the next one.
Yeah. Oh no, you stay here.
So I'm just hoping I get into a bit of a groove here. I'm starting to feel a little looser. A little more
Were you still
confident.
talking about the poop or?
Both, yeah, both.
Okay.
It's interesting to be looking at Matteo's work because I know I have a sensation of how he would go about doing it. And he works so wet and I work so dry. It's interesting to think how it'll translate. We
Oh,
shall-
by the way, Sean,
Yeah.
do you listen to the new Chris D'Elia
I was
special?
just going to ask you that. I just
Uh,
saw it was on there today. I hadn't been on Netflix in a few days, and I went on to watch Ozark during my lunch break, and then I saw it. It looks great. Is it good?
Yeah, it's very good. Really, really good.
Yeah, he's really funny.
And oh, did you watch the new Louis C.K.?
No, not yet. I'm trying to I can watch it in my studio fine while I'm working, but I know like Steph and the kids would like to see it. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how I can watch it in the house because our desktop at home, like if we all gathered around that for an hour, it would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get it on the TV yet.
What's the Louis C.K. thing? Is it a brand new thing?
A new special. He just released it. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Yeah, but it's
On
only
his,
on his
website.
website. You got to like watch it on a computer.
Oh, okay.
Or
I hate watching shit on the computer.
Grandpa
Or-
Tommy.
it cost like $8, $7.99.
Okay.
It's really good, man.
It's worth it though. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to see it.
I'm assuming he's talking about his the whole
Yeah.
situation and whatnot.
Yeah, he talks about it. Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was coming because like when Bobby Kelly came to Atlanta last year, I think it was, he gave tickets for me and Steph and my sister and her husband, and we went and saw him, and then we hung out with him afterwards, and we were talking about Louis, and he was saying Louis is going to be back, and he's got something he's working on. So
Oh yeah.
I've been excited to see this for a while.
Yeah, it's really good. It's very good. Definitely.
Jim, I've been meaning to talk to you lately.
Yes.
So you know that $10,000 thing? Did we talk about this yet?
Yeah, I got an email from them.
Yeah, so did I. So we were told by our government that small businesses would get this relief package that would be in advance on a loan within 3 days of filling out this form. And I don't know if you the conclusion I came to from that email, Jim, was well, A, it's not at all what they said it was. We're not getting the 10,000. And
Right.
what you and I will get, because we're both corporations, they'll give you $1,000 per employee up to 10,000, and they will give you that money when you apply for a larger loan. Did you understand it to be that way as well?
Yeah, I mean, I took it as hey, we got your application and you're in our system, but there was something in there where didn't they say the amount of money that your corporation has made since such and such date, January, et cetera, whatever?
No.
They said we will take that into consideration with what we send you. You didn't get that?
No.
Okay, I'll forward you mine.
Mine said, like, okay, your next step is to fill out a loan and you'll get the money from us within 24 hours of submitting a loan application through a bank. And then the bank will get you the rest of the money at a later date. The amount of money you will get will be determined on what you're saying,
Right.
like the amount of money. But it was like, I can't apply for a loan at my bank. My bank, which is Wells Fargo, which is a huge bank, became so overwhelmed with applications. The first day they opened the applications, they shut it all down within hours of opening.
Whoa.
And I'm on a waiting list at my bank for when they reopen. And every few days I get an email saying, don't worry, you're in line in our system and you'll keep your place. And when the time comes, you'll be able to fill out your loan application. So I really can't get any sort of assistance until that happens, and that's a ways off. And I'm just at the point where I'm not banking on any help at all. This whole thing.
Yeah, I had this discussion with my little brother the other day because he got rejected for unemployment. He's a musician, a DJ, and a producer, and all of his money is made entertaining, being out in public and
He's
DJing.
the cool brother then.
He's the cool one.
He's not
He's
the
the cool
nerdy brother who works in comic book.
Yeah, I mean, he's out there, he's getting chicks, he's signing autographs. I'm at home reading my old 90s Faust comics. I mean, come on, guys.
Talking with us.
These are desperate times, guys. But anyway,
I love this.
he got rejected by the government. I mean, I guess, I don't know if they're like, hey, your job isn't a real job, or I don't know what the criteria is. He's also in Missouri. I'm assuming they have their own rules and laws with all this shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I got rejected for it too, but the reason I got rejected was because I have a corporation and they were like, you'll get your help over there, which is I expected. My accountant just said, fill out everything and see what you can get. And then we'll see what options you have.
Right.
We'll take it from there. But, there's that. So then it's like, I'm not getting any help anywhere. And then I spent this morning dealing with, that stimulus check they're telling everyone they're going to get.
Yes.
Well, the site that they were developed, like I don't get my tax returns direct deposited. Like my accountant's older and he does things the old way, so I get paper checks and stuff.
Oh,
So
right.
because of that, they were like, if you want to go give us your banking information, we'll direct deposit this money to you. I was like, all right. And they opened it up this morning. I'm in my studio early. I was in here at 7 a.m. And by the time I got on, the whole site was crashing.
Oh, shit, dude.
And then, so like, I couldn't get on. And every time I got somewhere with my information or my wife's, it would just bounce me around. It just wasn't working. Everything's just fucked up, man.
Yeah, it's almost like you need to hire someone to get online and just wait for the sites to not crash or something. Like,
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that would
get an intern that will just do that for free for you.
I know.
Because yeah, my little brother was telling me it took him like 2 days of nonstop trying to get through on his end, and then he still didn't wind up getting what he was going for.
Did he get anything?
I don't know. I talked to him a couple days ago, so I don't know what he's trying at this point, but it just sucks, dude, because like I said, his whole living comes from being in clubs or touring with his band, so none of that's happening, and he doesn't know when it's gonna pick back up. So
Yeah, I mean, it's just, we've all said it over the years. The government just doesn't give a fuck. This is a corporation-run country, and they're all getting their bailouts, I'm sure.
oh yeah.
It's just shitty. But I don't know. I'm just of the mindset now, like, all right, just get busy drawing and figure it out, because they're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, it's there's no answers, man. It's bizarre and frustrating. On that note, how
Yes,
was
sir.
everyone's weekend?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be such a downer. I just
No, it's all good.
I mean,
Anyone have
it
any
was good,
plans?
but it's week number 6 or something at home for me. So it's, I mean,
Holy shit.
same old now.
Did you say week 6, Matteo?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yep.
That is
And we're doing like the real quarantine. Like we're not basically moving
Right.
almost at all.
yeah. You're like having official
You guys have a
government
plan.
enforcement.
Was that?
You guys have a plan.
Well, I mean, the situation was getting so bad that, we had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should be doing that as well, as much as I don't want to. But yeah, I think we have a real failure of leadership in this country right now.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, from what I get, like some areas, like the LA area, people are more spread out or whatever the reason is, but it's not getting that bad in some areas. So
Yeah, because California's governor took some pretty dramatic measures early on. Like, he basically did what you guys did in Italy very early.
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah.
And we just, our president doesn't make like any decisions and just uses all of his screen time to promote himself, and it's just a mess.
To be honest with you, like one of the podcasts that I mainly like, probably my favorite one is T5K, like the fighter and the kid, the one with Brian Callen and Brandon Shaw.
Oh, I love Brian Callen. Yeah, okay.
They complain a lot in general about this the quarantine and everything. And the last episode, like Brandon Shaw was like, man, just let it go, I mean, we don't have a lot of people that are getting infected. It was like, Yeah, of course. It's
Right.
because you're in quarantine. You being, it's because of the quarantine that you don't have a lot of people getting infected then.
Right.
So
Right.
it was like, we should stop because we're not getting infected. So we're kind of safe for some weird reason, And the reason,
Right. Well,
the
Yeah,
reason
and
is because they're applying those measures that they're applying. That's why they're
Right.
not getting a lot of
right. Right.
infections, But whatever. I mean,
But unfortunately, I think my fear is right now that that's how the country is going to start thinking, because our president's kind of pushing that agenda of, we're okay now. Let's all go outside. It's a little scary. A little bit scary.
Well, I mean, yeah, what they don't think about is the reason they're not sick is because we've been staying away from each other.
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Sorry if it didn't come out the way.
Yeah, you're right. No, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Francesca is taking English classes upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Is
it's a nice school. Like they have a cool thing that basically the teachers, they don't speak Italian at all. Like they don't even know Italian.
Oh
What?
wow.
Wow.
So you have to speak in English for them to. If you cannot explain something, you gotta force yourself to find a way to make them understand because they don't speak Italian. You cannot switch to Italian whenever you want.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's cool. Yeah.
Is she feeling better?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's good. Matteo, do you think you had it?
If I have it, I'm asymptomatic.
Okay.
Is that the right word?
Yeah. That's the right word. Yeah.
Asymptomatic.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Tommy, I might say it's really easy for me to ink your stuff.
Good.
It comes, I don't know, it comes really natural.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finding that too, Matteo, about your stuff. I'm surprised. I mean, I shouldn't be that surprised, but yeah, it's coming very naturally. I'm learning about myself as an artist and an inker by doing these.
Yeah, and then working on Jim stuff is like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but right now I'm just putting in some base colors and things. So I'm just kind of getting I'm just putting
Oh yeah, yeah.
in, so and then I'm gonna kind of go in and start getting more and more aggressive with it. But right now just getting started.
Really, really explore the space, Tommy. Really, really express yourself if you can.
Okay.
I guess I could have sent you penciled stuff, Tommy, but I figured.
I feel like wouldn't look as much like Jim meets Tommy. I feel like
Right.
it'd be an amalgamation.
Yeah, that I mean, after I saw what you did with the Mignola piece, I was kind of like, well, yeah, just turn one of my pieces into a painting if you can. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's easy, no problem.
I figured you know what you're doing.
We'll see.
Hey, Tommy, I got to give a shout out to our homeboy, Zach. He emailed me the other day with a list of new things to watch.
Which Zach?
Zach from North Carolina.
Oh, that okay, yeah, Zach Attack,
Yeah.
Zach. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Zach Attack.
The Zach Attack.
Yeah,
What
he's
did he
got
tell you to
some-
watch?
Oh man, I have to bring up the email. I mean, it's all like terrible, 80s direct-to-video, direct-to-VHS, schlocky B movie type stuff that,
Awesome.
like, the more obscure, the better kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah, I would expect that.
I'm trying to remember. I can bring up the email in a second here.
What?
I can't interrupt this magic that's happening right now, Sean.
Yeah, how's it going there, Jim?
It's fun. It's good. I mean, I've turned it into my own, piece at this point.
Well, I would expect that. I would want that.
We got the psychedelic shrooms and strange things floating through the space.
Dude, you're almost done. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm like working on Conan's head.
You're giving Conan said?
I'm giving Conan head. I love that when Matteo comes around, we just revert to for like middle school kids.
The children.
Mm.
Sean and everyone else, did you guys watch by chance the Netflix documentary LA Originals?
No, it's on my list.
No,
dude.
yeah.
you
Yeah,
watch
me
it?
too. It's on my watch list.
Oh, it's fantastic. I watched
Yeah,
it last
looks
night.
great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Estevan Oriol and Mr. Cartoon, two legendary guys. Obviously, one graffiti writer, tattoo artist. Estevan's an amazing photographer. It was just a great documentary about their whole scene in LA. I didn't know that Estevan Oriol was like the tour manager for Cypress Hill. and
Yeah, I
House of
saw
Pain
that. I didn't know that either. That's
on
so
their first
cool.
tour, dude. And like the footage they have from that era is incredible.
I would, yeah, maybe I'll watch that tonight. That
It's
sounds
really,
great.
really good, man. It's awesome.
Did you know those guys at all, Jim? Did you ever meet them?
I met Estevan a couple different times at like gallery shows, and he was always a super sweet, really cool dude. I saw Mr. Cartoon, but I never like, introduced myself or whatever.
Were they shows of your work or just shows you're at?
Like group shows, like one was a show that I had stuff in, and the other were just like, LA graffiti type shows where basically everyone shows up for the opening.
Right, I got
It's just kind of cool to see all these, amazing people in one space together.
Totally.
But yeah, the documentary is very, very well done. They when they were on tour and they found out about like bootleggers outside, like selling Cypress Hill bootleg shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Estevan was a big dude, and like him and Be Real would go out before the concert started and like get into fights with the bootleggers
That's fucking awesome.
and like punch them out and shit, man. I thought it was so funny. It was like,
Yes.
it's like
Love
they're
that
still they're rock stars, but they're still like thugged out enough that they're not gonna allow anyone to like bootleg their shit.
Don't steal my shit, Holmes.
Right.
Cypress Hill is a country western band, right?
Yeah, from Alabama.
Oh, cool.
Matteo, were you always this fast when you worked? Did it used to
No, in
be-
general, I've always been pretty fast, but I got faster later. You know,
Did you?
I wasn't I wasn't this fast.
Right. Did Go ahead.
Sounded arrogant a little bit, right?
Well, I mean, you're an arrogant asshole. We all know that about you. No point pretending otherwise.
That just means that he's caring less and less as the years go on.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's better.
Are you faster now from Black Science? Did that make you faster?
Well, in general, I mean, it's black science because it kept me busy for the last 7 years. So, I mean,
Right.
not because it was black science, but
Right.
in general,
I got you.
it was the constant, drawing and drawing and drawing.
Right.
It was I got to see Matteo.
Wow, that Wolverine's looking awesome.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's rad, Jim. That's so rad.
It's fun, man. I got to see Matteo rock it like 2 days straight at the Tokyo Comic Con. We were sitting right next to each other, and
Oh my God, man.
I mean, when every artist approaches things differently, but like it was cool to see, like when Matteo sits down and locks in and starts commissions, he just goes off on it like a machine. And like, I think you got up maybe like twice each day for a cigarette break and to like go to the bathroom once. And then you just drew for like 8 hours straight and cranked out these like crazy pieces. And it was cool
Man.
to see everyone's like reaction.
Oh yeah, man. That show was crazy. I want to go there again, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna all try to go.
Yeah, we all have to go to Japan.
Yeah, I think that's definite.
Well, I know we were all trying to go this year, but
Yeah, this year's shot.
What happened?
man, that was good.
That's awesome. You're like, what's going on? Why the hesitation?
What's your problem?
Fucking pussies.
I'm definitely going back though, man. I mean, if not,
yeah.
obviously if not this year, the end of the year, next year, but I had a blast. It was fantastic.
Well, to be honest with you, knowing how Japan is well organized, by the end of the year they might be doing fine already.
Yeah. They postponed the Olympics. I think I heard something about that. Is that?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. They didn't want to though. They were trying to do anything possible to, not postpone them.
I talked to Wando though, and he says shit's not good over there.
Really?
Yeah, he just says there's a lot of distrust in the information their government's giving them.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Who's saying that?
My made-up friend Wando, Tommy.
Never heard of him. What, does he live in Japan? Does he live in Japan?
Yeah, Tommy thinks I've made up Wando, guys.
Oh, it's more or less like Diaz for you, Tommy.
That's exactly it.
Wando is Sean's imaginary friend.
What's funny is like Diaz doesn't know the story, so I gotta finally tell him. Like,
Oh, he doesn't know?
no.
He must see my post on Facebook and be like, what is wrong with this guy?
Wando took me to the greatest ramen spot I've ever eaten at in my life.
Matteo wasn't with you?
No, Mateo left, and Mateo, it was like down the street from our spot in Ikebukuro.
Oh shit! Really?
Down,
you
like down
met
the
again
street.
with Juan.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like it's the type of spot where you have to wait in line to get in, and they only let like 10 people in at a time. You order outside, you get to the bar, your food's waiting, you eat, and you're sort of expected to eat fairly quickly and then get the fuck out. you
Get it
know?
fuck out, yeah.
And bounce.
But damn, man, we had some meals over there, man. It was good eating.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we can get to that show in the future.
I feel like I should reach out to Yo and Peach and see if maybe she wants to get in on one of these video things.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I don't know if that would be like her style, but doesn't hurt to ask, you know.
Yeah, ask if they want. That'd be awesome.
She
More
likes
the merrier.
She likes poop.
It's like, hey, are you willing to draw and hang out with these weirdos and talk about poo? Is that something you'd be comfortable with?
You might wanna, you might need Yo to be there as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which, I think she doesn't even, talk at all. Not even in Japan when she could talk her language. She wasn't talking to anyone.
There's some more work on the colors.
Oh, gorgeous, man. Wow.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
let's do, things go.
Damn,
I love that red on the right.
We've got I'm just kind of layering up a bunch of stuff right now.
It looks gorgeous.
Tommy
So
makes it
cool,
look so
thanks.
easy.
What? Uh-oh. Internet's getting bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a meteor. That's all I figure that's what's next.
You're breaking up, Tommy.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs to fix his router. Matteo, how's your thing coming?
Let me show you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There you go. You see it?
Nice.
Shit, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just inking the whole thing with not a black tone, with a lighter gray, and then I'm gonna re-ink just some areas with the black, and then I'm gonna fill up some spaces with some gray tones. So it's it's a little bit longer process, but I think it's gonna look fine.
I'm
Yeah,
just glad it's going to take you a while.
was that?
I'm just glad it's going to take you a while. Because I'm tired of you being so fast.
It's as I told you, it's pretty easy and natural for me to work on your stuff. I wasn't expecting that at all.
He just
Awesome.
told you, Tommy, you suck.
No, it's a piece of cake, this shit.
It's so elementary, so childlike.
Yeah. I haven't felt this. Nothing's been this easy to draw since I was a kid.
So
So,
Tommy,
have you been just working digitally lately?
No, my new book I'm doing is all regular analog ink on paper.
Uh-huh.
So I like to go back and forth though, which is fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, the book I'm doing now is all ink, and so I was working with ink before I got on here with you guys. So, but the next book I do after that, I'm gonna do digital.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a schedule on that new book, Tommy? Is there like a release date?
On the Grendel one,
Yeah.
I think there's a tentative sort of plan, but I think the virus may have shifted that.
Sure.
I saw today Marvel's like halting more of their books. Saw some like freelancers talking about that.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
There's areas where I am trying, Matteo. I don't know if I'm giving your intention
No worries, man.
the proper mark, but I'm trying. Are you still using the speedball, Matteo?
Yeah.
Jim, you're using the parallel pens?
Yeah, I'm using that and brush pen and a little the gouache, little paint action as well.
Oh shit, you're throwing down some color.
Yeah. I figure why not? It's Wednesday, it's
It's Wednesday.
big color day in my studio.
Sure, it's Wednesday. Why not?
Man, I'm trying to figure out like what's what on some of this stuff, Jim. Like,
Yeah,
no, that's good.
It's making me laugh because my buddy Justin Stewart, who lives in Kentucky, he digitally colors a lot of my stuff when the gig requires that, and he colored like my last Girl Scout series. And the more detailed my work gets, there's just times where he's like, dude, what the fuck is going on in this panel? It's like, I just drew it. I don't know. Good luck. Like, you'll figure it out. Like,
I believe in you. You'll figure it out.
yeah. Makes me more sympathetic to colorists though. Like I couldn't imagine being like Dave Stewart and working on, did he work on like Jeff Darrow? Like,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Like, oh, shit, man. Well,
I mean,
have
Jeff
fun.
Darrow would be a lot of work, but you'd know what everything is. It would
Yeah.
take time.
Yeah, Jim.
Well,
I mean, there's some artists where it's so scratchy, you just, as a colorist, I would guess, are trying to like decode it.
What?
But Tara, there's some areas where I'm getting like a little taupey shit going. I don't know why, but your work seems to work with it.
it's because they're both Italian.
Is that it? Maybe. Either way, I can proudly say I'm adding something to your work that I haven't seen before. And I think it's what.
So Tommy, you down to color my next like 450-page graphic novel?
Sure.
This is your audition.
You're like literally over my shoulder watching me do it.
Jim, you've been busy lately, huh?
Yeah, we started working. I don't want to say too much, but I'm making an animated pilot, and we started working on that. We had the first outline due today.
How'd that go?
Oh, it came out great, I think. We have a call at 12:30 to discuss some notes and whatnot, but it's interesting. It's like a weird, I'm so used to working alone that it is sort of weird to have to like get notes and stuff and work with other people, but that's how this shit gets made. So
Right. So you have someone's writing it with you?
yeah, I have my friend Kate, like we hired her as like the head writer, and so I mean, she shows me everything. We work on stuff together. She actually types it out. She does the hard part, and then
Oh, okay.
she sends it to me, and I approve things, make notes, and then we send it into the producers and stuff. So
I was about to ask you, why do you have someone writing it with you, but that made sense.
yeah, it was also political reasons that I'll tell you about off camera.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need to get into the grimy shit here.
Sure. I mean, it's all good. It's all good.
No, I know. I'm saying the business shit. That always is. There can always be some weirdness in there.
Yeah.
Matteo, can you say what you're working on right now for DC?
Was it hasn't the project has been announced. They didn't say that I was working on it, but I mean,
okay, that's it.
but well, it's no, like I mean, I've already told on some other live streaming, so it's not a problem. It's gonna be one of the Black Label Batman miniseries. You know the White Knight,
Mm-hmm.
the one that Sean.
I mean, I know what it is. I'm wondering if you can tell the audience.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be the early, one.
It's gonna be what, Harley?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Why is Mark Doyle calling me right now? I'm kidding. All right, I'm about to do some. The only thing I'm gonna use the ruler for is this sword. And that's how you use a brush with a ruler. Oh my
Well-
God, who didn't turn on their do not disturb?
Oh shit. Is it possible? Can you do it on
Yeah, it's in your settings under notifications. There's the first thing you'll see is a do not disturb on the right. And it'll ask you what times, and you can hit it. It
Alright.
doesn't matter. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just fucking with you.
What's the best Wolverine costume? The yellow, the brown and tan one from the 70s?
Yes.
That's the best one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you'd be. I mean, I liked what Quietly did though.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's just good.
Yeah, but I agree with you that that's the best. And there's a part of me that'll always have a soft spot for that horrid 90s design where he had like the bandana over his head and he had the bone claws.
Ugh. God. Disgusting.
Yeah, there was some weird decisions made during that era.
Yeah. And I think like Opeña's design was pretty nice for that X-Force stuff.
Yeah.
The black and gray stuff.
Oh, right. That that when Rick writing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what's going on here. Okay. Figuring some shit out as I go. So how's everybody's work going? Everything's Tommy, you're still like okay moving forward, right? They haven't told you to stop working or anything, right?
Right. Yeah, so everything's fine. Yeah, I think and then yeah, so but yeah, I keep hearing about more stuff that's going away from people, so it's scary.
I think AWA is in a good position right now. Like they didn't have a ton of books on the shelf that they had to call back. These are all investments in future material.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think you're fine. Have you guys given any thought about in the future working towards a different means of distributing the story or different medium for telling the story?
Me?
Yeah, just anyone.
Oh, I haven't. I mean, not that much. I think because there's a couple of things like there were a couple of projects that I was hoping to do next, but I decided to do something else, and so I'm kind of like don't have. I'm not forced to think about certain things that I was gonna have to think about. If that,
Right,
I'm sorry,
right.
but
And you're gonna
yes.
make some good money, which is great. I
For
know
me, I
Jim.
was getting worried for a second, and then they told me that I was gonna be fine. So
That's good.
Yeah, you're probably far ahead enough from release date that you'll be okay. Would be my guess. Any of you guys watch Ozark?
I gotta watch the new season,
Oh.
but I really like it. So
I want to. I haven't had a chance yet.
When you guys watch the new season, I want to talk.
Okay.
Is it good?
It's very good. I don't want to say anything. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm on the last episode, and I'm just without saying too much. I don't know that I'm gonna come back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
To be honest with you, the one of my favorite things about that show is that usually when you have that kind of show, with a person who's breaking a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Like normally the family doesn't know. Like
Right.
I
Right.
don't know, like in Breaking Bad and stuff like that.
Right.
Instead, on this one, they basically told their kids after episode 1. So
Right.
it's I think it was a pretty bold move, you know.
I agree. I agree.
Because normally, if you look at, I don't know, Dexter, the whole thing about Dexter is that every time somebody had to, you know, discover that he's a, you know, is a killer, the whole
Wait,
game
what?
is like. Sorry, Tommy. Spoiler.
How many seasons of Ozarks is there?
This is the third one.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like the reason I'm like, I don't know if I can keep going. I got to see how the season ends, but I just feel like it's getting cartoonish how deep they're getting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's very well done, but I don't know. I gotta see how it ends and think. But there's a new character in this season that just the acting is fucking unreal, and he just, if not for him, I wouldn't have been interested in the season, I don't think.
Yeah, with this quarantine, to be honest with you, with the fact that now, like normally I watch TV shows in the, you know, in the lunch break,
Yeah.
lunch break. But now, like my lunch break is having lunch with Francesca. So I missed that moment just for the series that I was following, you know. So all the series that I'm following, I'm behind now. So Ozark, what else? There's a couple of other ones like Peaky Blinders.
Oh, dude, you didn't see the last season of that?
No, because she doesn't watch it. So I'm trying to convince her to watch Mad Men.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
Yeah.
one.
Always wanted to watch, but I don't know. She's not that into it. So
She's not into
Mad Men.
handsome, well-dressed men being total assholes.
Obviously, she's dating Matteo.
Oh, ouch.
Fling.
Drinking whiskey at 9 a.m.
Hey.
and smoking all the day.
Matteo,
I wonder why she doesn't like it.
Talk to me about your bourbons.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I tried the Michter US one.
Yeah.
The name. It's really good.
Okay.
Really good, to be honest with you. It's really easy. It's one of those, like, you know, makers
Right.
Woodford Reserve. So it's pretty easy to drink, and I really like it. Smooth, really nice. But the other one, the one that you suggested to buy,
The Willet?
the Willet, the one with the weird bottle,
Yeah.
that is amazing.
Yeah, that stuff's.
I love it. It's super smooth.
Oh,
Super.
dude, that's
I
good.
love it, man.
Wait, which one is that?
Man. Willet?
Yeah.
It's what is that? Is the Buffalo Trace makes it?
No, yeah. Willet is
Pappy. It's a 1 week.
right. So
Van Winkle,
Jim,
right?
you know about Pappy Van Winkle, right?
Yeah.
So when they do their taste test to see if the barrel is up to the Pappy Van Winkle standard, if it's not, they bottle it and call it Willet.
Right.
If
Okay.
it sucks, basically,
Yeah.
it becomes Willet.
Right. But Matteo didn't just get the normal Willet; he got the upgrade Willet, which comes in a really cool bottle and it's supposed to be incredible.
And it's super smooth.
It's really smooth. Yeah, it's really, really, really good. I mean,
Nice. Okay.
if I was a real expert, I will tell you more. but I'm not. I just love bourbon.
Yeah.
So that's all I can tell, but I really like it. So that's my 2 cents.
Bourbon sounds good. Would it be weird if I started drinking it right now at 11
Dude,
a.m.?
it's the quarantine, man. I've been drinking earlier and earlier every day.
Yeah, me too, man. I mean, not early and earlier, but I'm like almost every night after dinner.
Yeah, I
I
just
just
mean
pour
like,
myself just a little bit of
yeah,
bourbon.
that's what I've been doing. When I say earlier, I mean I used to have a drink at about 9 o'clock at night. Now it's like I sit down for dinner and start with the wine at like 7, 6.
Sure. I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with that.
Now, gotta do what you gotta do. It's stressful, man. Living like this. Are you guys feeling stressed?
I've been watching some stuff with Melissa more and more because we're around together more now. So I know
Yeah.
what Matteo was saying. It's like now you actually are around each other, so you get to watch stuff together, which is good, and sometimes not as good because you end up having to compromise, and I don't like to compromise.
Yeah.
Tom Ross don't compromise.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, we've been watching that I'm watching stuff like there's this new show on Amazon, Tales from the Loop.
Oh yeah, they told me it's visually it's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. There's a director named Mark Romanek who is an old music video guy who was directing it, and yeah, visuals are great, man. So
What's it
yeah.
about?
I've only watched one, so it's like a town in Ohio, which it's totally not Ohio, but it's supposed to be Ohio, and they're like there's a weird stuff going on, like maybe a little bit of like time travel, a little bit of like some weird weird shit going on. But I think it's going to be sort of like there's an overarching story, but then there's like every episode is like maybe different, so it's like an anthology.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
But the best show to me that I've seen in the last few years is Dark, the German show.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to watch that.
Holy crap, man, that show's amazing.
But
Really?
did you watch the second season?
Yes.
Because I don't know, I loved the whole first season, and then
Uh-huh.
the ending of the first season threw me off a little bit. I was like, why, like,
Yeah, I can see that.
So I didn't watch the second season because I was annoyed by the end of the first. But you suggest to watch the second?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. So good.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's great. I can't wait for season 3. The only thing is, like, I'm gonna have to rewatch the first 2 seasons so I can remember what the hell.
Right?
And there's so many different characters in the show
Yeah.
that it's sort of like oh, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Yeah, there's a lot of different characters, so it's kind of hard to
Keep track of everything, right?
yeah. But they do a really good job with the casting.
Mm-hmm.
So the casting, like that, because there's a lot of time travel in the show. So
Yeah, so you can kind of recognize everyone.
Yeah.
And you don't get too confused, right?
yep. No.
Oh, Tommy.
Yeah.
Go back. Or yeah.
You were.
Wow.
What? Oh, I'm trying to share my screen. Hang on. Here we go. Can you see?
It's oh, there you go. There you go.
Yep. Oh, that's nice.
Go.
So obviously, I haven't really changed hardly anything. I'm getting more aggressive as I go, and I'm kind of doing some drawing of some stuff on top, but not yet really at all.
It looks gorgeous, man.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So mostly it's kind of a, if it ain't, I don't know. I just, especially since it's a little like, like since the way that you draw and see this stuff is so unique. So I don't know, like what would I do, like on some of it, but right now I'm kind of like still just sort of defining stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
your color palette, your selections are fantastic.
oh, cool.
It's stuff that I would not think of because my use and knowledge of color is, I think, so limited. Like it's just awesome to see like what your choices are.
Yeah, I wish I could like download Tommy's knowledge into my brain.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just kind of just figuring out the colors, and then I'm gonna go in and maybe do a little bit more like rendering and stuff on top of it. But
Sure.
I kind of like the stuff is got such a design to it that I find that like with the color you have to think about the composition as well. So it's like with oops. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. Yeah. See, I'm messing around so much. I don't know. But oh, that's interesting. Okay. Anyway, all right. More soon.
Yeah,
Hey,
no, dude,
Tommy.
you're rocking it.
Cool.
I love
Thanks.
it.
Tommy, I have a question for you. So, can you see your pencils here? Your original pencils here?
Yeah.
All right. So, do you consider the backside of Hellboy's coat here,
Mhm.
or it just mixes with the background or something?
Yeah, almost like maybe it's picking up some of the light from below.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Maybe.
I had no idea what you're talking about. Oh, now I see what this is. Okay, cool. It'll be nice when we get these all done and we send each other scans. We can get a good like look at it. Like
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
The scans are sort of like, I like getting the emails from all you guys because I'm drawing while I'm occasionally watching
Yeah, me too.
everyone, but to see the finished, it's like, oh, okay, this is some cool shit happening.
Definitely. Guys, I'm thinking maybe we'll hit pause and take a little break in a few minutes.
Oh, fuck you.
You really need it.
I just need to piss. Okay with you guys? Guys,
Well,
like,
you can go
fucking,
pee.
what's wrong with you?
You
How
can
dare
go
you,
pee if
Sean?
want.
What?
How dare you stay hydrated, Sean?
Dude, I drank 32 ounces of water already today.
Wow.
On my third.
Yeah, before I got on the phone, before I got on here with you guys, the new YouTube thing that we're learning. I was on the phone with a dietitian.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to like, eat better, make sure I'm just trying to get more healthy with like, especially with us all being at home and working, and I find that like I'm trying to come up with more of a pattern.
Yeah,
So
pattern's key.
yeah, and a big part of that is kind of like, like making sure that you're drinking water, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it sounds silly, but it's sort of like,
Oh, I'm down, man. I'm all
No,
about.
it's a real thing, man. It works. Like I have to be conscious of it because I like with caffeine, like I'll drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. And I feel like that's enough caffeine for the day. But while I'm drinking that coffee, I have to make sure that there's plenty of water in my stomach as well. Or
Oh
else
yeah.
the coffee, the acid, the caffeine, it'll like start to tweak me out a little.
yeah.
And so the way to balance that is, with each sip of coffee, basically, I try and take like 2 sips of water
Oh, that's a good idea.
and just like balance, make sure my stomach isn't just filled with, like acid caffeine.
Yeah. And that's been one of the things that I didn't really think about, and the dietitians like, yeah, you need to not drink so much coffee, that kind of stuff, and you just
How
kind of
much
take
coffee were you drinking, Tommy?
like 4 cups a day. So not a shitload. I mean, like 2, like I have a mug that's about, like that, like a probably 2 actual like measuring cups of
Right.
coffee, So I'll go and I'll have that twice.
Right.
So it ends up being about 4 cups,
Yeah. Which isn't terrible.
I know. I wish they'd just lay off.
Yeah, I'm running out of stuff to eat, man, at home.
Oh,
You gotta hit the grocery store again.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not, I'm not really a cook, so just not having the option of like walking down the street and going to a restaurant for something quick it's starting to get a little
Yeah, I get it.
getting a little old,
We're doing like takeout like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to like keep the small businesses, showing some love there.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of takeout actually. I mean, with Henry, because since Henry's a billionaire.
Right. We saw his bachelor pad.
It's funny, man, not to sound like the old guys, but the way kids have it now, like seeing the photos of Henry's new apartment, it looks real nice and beautiful. Like my first apartment on my own was a fucking room, dude. It was a studio apartment in Tempe, Arizona, and it was just a room with like a mattress I threw on the floor and my drafting table and some milk crates that had like my stereo and my CDs on it. And that was it. That was my spot where I like drew the Clerks comic and late 90s style. But seeing his spot, I'm like, kids now are so well adjusted. Like they have their, I mean, you guys are good parents, obviously, but it's like these kids have their shit together, man. I was like trying to bring girls back to my spot at the time, and like, girls would walk in and they'd be like, "Oh, you don't have a couch?" I'm like, "No, I got this mattress on the floor. If you want to sit down." I was like, and even in your early 20s, we were all in our early 20s. I think some girls are like, "Oh, maybe like call me when you have an actual like home."
That's not a player move, Jim.
Yeah.
I was trying, different era.
No, I mean it's like, I mean Henry with him it's kind of a weird thing because he's got like he just landed that job where he's gonna have like health insurance and shit, you know, and he's 21.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
Wow.
yeah, it's just bizarre.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
How did that go? Did you guys knock that all out in like one day, or was it a week, the full
It
weekend?
just took like the weekend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't bad. But it's kind of weird though, kind of stressful because you're like, you know, you're at this place and there's, you know, all of a sudden you're around a bunch of, not a bunch of people, but there's people, and you're at this apartment complex, and you know, we've been trying to not be around people, and which is easy to do where I live.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So, but we're yeah, now it's so it was a little like you know, so you know, I was like, don't touch that, you know, like stuff like that. But we borrowed a friend's truck, and you know, got it all loaded up, and it was good.
How far along are you, Matteo, on yours?
So now I finally finished the first general lines in the inks, so that I don't have to use the light box anymore.
Okay.
So now I can intensify some of the parts with the pure black. I just started, so
Cool.
So how far along are you in terms of percentages you think you have left?
I think I'm I would say maybe 50 or 60%.
Oh, okay.
How about you?
I think I'm at like 40%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see maybe 30. Oh, geez.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, man.
You got like a full blown seamed ink there. You got like a.
I know. Mateo gave me
It's awesome.
it's a cover. It's a cover I'm making.
And then you can get Tommy to color it.
Good God. Actually, it would be kind of a fun thing.
Actually, the next time we do it, if you want to do you can count it as your Mateo, or you can count it as you're working over me. Either one.
Yeah, I doubt if I want to do that, but we'll see.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, the more I think about it, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
That could be fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
I think it's kind of fun because it gives it a fun variety too
Mm-hmm.
of to offer all of our millions of viewers.
Hey, don't hate on my
I'm not. I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Actually, the videos with either Tommy or Jim or Mateo are performing like well beyond all the other ones.
Of course.
Well, is that a surprise? I mean, come on.
No, not a
Yeah,
surprise.
you sounded a little surprised, Sean.
No, I was just letting you guys know
Should we be offended?
a little bit. I was thinking it might be fun to ink John Buscema on one of these.
Oh yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Is there like pencil editions of his stuff out there? Is that a
Well, I mean,
readily?
How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way is full of pencil work.
Oh, that's true.
And I have a sketchbook of his too.
Oh, dude, I have a what? You know, in the Marvel How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way book, there's a Thor illustration in there by him
Yeah.
where he's like, you know, big full figure holding up the hammer, and it's, you know, awesome.
Yeah.
But when I was in junior high, I did like a full color sort of big version of that for myself. I'll have to see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Was it a painting?
Like I was in like, you know, 7th grade or something. But I remember like just, yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, me too. It was a painting you did, Tommy?
It was like it was markers and pastels and colored pencils.
You were just always the like multimedia genius, weren't you?
Well, I had a good teachers, and I had a good, like, at that age when I was like, you know, in like 6th grade, or, you know, whatever, I started taking classes from an illustrator in Detroit area.
Ah.
So, and he worked in the automotive industry, and so he, and a lot of advertising stuff, and he would, you know, just show us a lot of stuff. And then when I was in 10th grade, I started teaching classes like alongside him, and it was just, I just learned a lot.
You were teaching classes.
You were teaching in 10th grade? What? Fuck you. Like, you know, when I became a professor, when I was
Well, I was teaching like kids and stuff.
Still.
Like
you were a kid.
Yeah. That was a pain in the ass though, because the middle schoolers did not see me as someone they didn't needed to listen to.
Right.
They're a bunch of little assholes.
They're like, hey man, you're not that much older than us, so.
Yeah.
They're like, they didn't realize they were in front of the great Tom Ross.
Teach those kids some respect.
Man, this file is gigantic. I gotta shrink this down some.
All right, you guys cool if I hit pause real quick? I want to get some coffee too.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna hit pause. All right, we're back live. Live. Well, we're not really live, we're just recording.
Live in front of a studio audience.
Live in front of our own selves.
Back to work.
Matteo, how are things in Italy? Are they improving?
A little bit. Not so much, but yeah, they slightly getting better, and the intensive therapy sections of the hospitals are not that packed like they used to be, especially because most of the people in there died. So.
Oh, geez.
But yeah, basically, if you go to that area, if your conditions are so bad that you have to go to that part of the hospital, you have a 50-50 chance
Oh, that's fucking
of
brutal.
surviving. That's that's the third phase of the disease, and that's brutal.
Ugh. Dude, I just saw on Twitter, Brendan Fletcher. You guys know Brendan?
Yeah.
Yes.
He has it. Like, he's been sick, like really sick for 3 weeks.
Oh,
He's
shit. No
feel
kidding?
better. Yeah, he put it on Twitter today. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, he's still writing, so it's good. I mean, it means that he's still, you know.
Yeah, but he wasn't. Like, today was the first day he said he felt better. Like, not all the way better, but just felt like he wasn't, like, in awful shape.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But he said for 3 weeks he was battling a fever.
Yeah.
It sounded awful.
Yeah, they say that it's really, really bad. Even if you don't get the worst
Yeah.
type of it, it's still really bad.
Mm.
Where does he live? Does anybody know?
Canada.
Oh shit. Okay.
Actually, he might be in Brooklyn now. I know he was in
No,
Brooklyn.
yeah, he's in Brooklyn
Okay.
or close to New York.
Yeah. I forgot about that. You're right.
Oh wait a second. You said Brandon Fletcher.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought Fletcher. You know the guy that works with DC.
Yeah.
No, you were talking about him. Oh, no, sorry. Then I said Brooklyn, but I really don't know where he lives.
I
So
know Brendan was he's from Canada, but he got married and I think they were living in Brooklyn. I don't know if he's still there.
I think you're right, Sean. Because I sat next to him at MomoCon last year in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Really nice guy, really good dude.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
great dude. Yeah, he's fucked up, dude.
Sorry to hear that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets better soon. But as you said that he's getting better now. So
Yeah, he said he's improving. He's not feeling great, but he's improving.
yeah, but that's a good sign
Right.
from my, at least for the little experience I had with the thing.
So you think you're still a ways off in Italy from reopening?
In general, I think we have a date, which is the May 4th or May 3rd
Oh shit.
for some stuff to restart.
Like what?
Some businesses, not all the businesses.
Right.
Like depending on the level of contact that you have to keep. So of course, like I don't know, like our gym, which is a combat sports gym, is not gonna open anytime soon for sure.
Right.
But
Oof. How long do you think before that comes back?
man, the thing with this virus is that nobody has an idea. Like people could make some, try and make some prediction, but it's we don't know. We don't really know this virus yet.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
And a new thing that has been discovered recently, and I don't see people talking about that in the States yet, is that another part, because so far what we know is that the most people that are really at risk are older people.
Yeah.
They found out that there's a part of the population which is 30 years old athletes. So I mean the healthiest people in the world, basically, that are really at risk.
Why?
Because what happens is that their defenses, their immune system is so strong that basically what happens is that the virus attacks the lungs or internal organs
Yeah.
like kidneys,
Yeah.
and the immune system attacks them, and it's so strong that destroys everything. So even the healthy parts of the body.
Oh shit.
So what they're finding out is that if you're an athlete, and you're really sick, they're not curing them with stuff that they normally give to older people. They give stuff that they give them drugs and medicines that sort of are how do you say, they basically fight against your own defenses.
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah, there are
It's like an
what do you call
autoimmune
them?
disease.
What do you call them? The fuck, immune system enablers or something.
Uh-huh.
But,
It sounds like an autoimmune disease at that level. Like your own body attacks itself.
yeah, that's what happens.
Jesus.
So even the whole thing, like, you know, oh, but it's affecting only old people, so young people should get back to work. It doesn't really work like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing
Like,
is
young people are at risk anyways, and even if young people are, you know, they have less chances to die. Still, if you get pneumonia, it is super bad.
yeah,
You
yeah.
maybe you won't die, but it creates scars on your lungs.
Right.
Might affect you for the rest of your life. Like,
Right.
if you're an athlete, you're not, if and you have a really bad pneumonia, you're not gonna be back to, you know, what you were before, you know.
Right.
So what you're saying is the fact that all of us are in average shape is okay.
Yeah, yeah. We actually are the least at risk, if you want to put it this way.
Right.
We're pretty safe because we're mildly old and mildly in shape.
Right.
We're barely young and barely in shape. Let's put it this way. I mean, Sean is in pretty good shape, but
Yeah, but I'm not an athlete. I'm not in like athletic shape.
You're getting there. You'll be good, man.
Okay. Dude, oh my. Jim, how old did you just turn on your birthday?
45.
All right.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be old as fuck in June.
What's your birthday? June what?
16th.
That's right. We're usually at Heroes Con.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. And what's? How old are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be 48.
75.
48, man. 48.
You're
Well,
living the
only,
dream.
yeah. So you're only like you're less than a year older than me.
I'm older than you?
Yeah.
Oh damn, dude.
I'm 47. I'm so old I can't remember.
I'm 47 right now, so we're the same age, Tommy.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, you are much older though. Like,
You mean like wiser and more livid?
yeah.
Once you like get into your 40s, it sort of doesn't matter
Yeah.
anymore. Like I don't really it feels weird to say 45. I sometimes forget. I'm like, wait, I'm 43, right? Or wait, 44. Okay.
Yeah, I still think I'm the same person I was at like 25.
Right.
I'm like, oh shit, I can't do that anymore. Like physically can't do that anymore.
Right. I mean, I did what I needed to do though. I like
Oh yeah, totally.
acted crazy at all the appropriate
Oh,
age
yes, me
age
too.
brackets, and you know, I did my thing.
I had a lot of fun. I pushed a lot of boundaries. Did my thing, yes.
Yeah.
No regrets, lots of fun experiences.
Hey, it's a telemarketer. Hang on. Hello? No, I don't. No. No.
I wish we could hear the other side of this conversation.
No. I need to speak to your boss. No! 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 They wanted to sell me a warranty for my car.
Now
Well,
they
that's
want
not going to happen now.
You just made me realize that every time something like that happens to me, I just get mad, and instead you found a really healthy and funny
Yeah.
way to react to it.
Sometimes I usually ignore it, but sometimes it feels good to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But now they're like, "Oh, that was a real phone number. We're gonna try it again."
Right.
This guy is the only one who actually talks to us.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it's like they're the guys from Glengarry Glen Ross, and
You're gonna win a set of steak knives?
all right, I'm starting to. I'm having fun, Jim.
Is it working out?
I don't know if it's working out, but I'm having fun.
Oh, good.
Here, I'll show you. I'm starting
Ooh, nice.
I'm adding right now. I'm kind of just like I have a layer going right now of like, I don't know why, but I'm adding like a little bit of like some highlights to her legs.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. And I think I'm gonna basically start kind of like getting rid of some of the line in a way.
Oh, sure.
So like stuff like let me see. Stuff like that. I'm not, so I don't know if I'll do that on much, but
I like that. I mean, especially shapes that are bold enough. It's like you don't need the outline.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome, man.
I added this green in here. I thought looked nice.
Yeah. Weird bird creatures.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I drew it. I don't know.
Yeah, I love it.
Guys, in exactly 2 minutes, you both said "I don't know" like at least 50 times. Definitely don't know what the fuck you're doing.
We planned that. We talked ahead of time and agreed we were going to do that.
Jim, as you're drawing over the next few days or couple weeks, try to stop and scan some pencils if you do any.
Yeah. It's just something I'm not conscious of that I need to do more
just
of.
for this, just so when Matteo and I get a shot, we can ink you.
Definitely. I sent Matteo 3 penciled pieces last night that I think he will rock on one of them.
I definitely want to give a take on the girl with the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will be awesome.
Jim, I made like the backing card for the pins and sent them to Homie today.
Oh yeah.
And then he asked me, he's like, what size backing do you want? I'm like, oh, I don't know, whatever size the file is. That's what I guess.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we figured it out, but I was like,
Okay, okay.
you
I was gonna
just- you
say, send him my template and just say, can you just make them the way you did?
but then all I did was I took your template and like covered it with white and then put my shit on top of it. So I didn't change anything. So it's the same exact size.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And that works for your 1.5 pins.
What's that?
That works for the 1.5 size pins.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually used the same backing card on all the sizes of my pins. I did 1-inch ones and then 1.5.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
So him and his crew can all they assemble the pins onto those cards and like pack each one of them.
Yeah, that's what he said they're doing. That's what I wanted. I wanted to
Yeah.
check if you had it.
They do good work, man.
Are you on the back row now, Jim?
No, I think I'm done with this Wolverine. I've like worked it pretty much as far as I can.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Almost to the point of overworking it, but I kind of like just how insane it is.
I love that. Oh, that's rage. Psychedelic rage.
Pretty wild shit.
That's awesome.
Are you guys good to go for? I got another half hour, and then I got to jump off and do this call.
Okay, we can stop when you gotta go. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna need another 30 minutes probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
yeah. I'll just finish this off air. Did anyone watch? What were we gonna say?
Was this back row used for anything?
It was no, it was just an original piece I sold at like I think I sold it on the internet.
Nice.
Did anyone watch the RZA and Premiere have their duel?
Yes,
That was awesome.
it was great.
Yeah. Like a nice trip down memory lane, a lot of it.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's just crazy to see the two of those guys going back and forth, with each other.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
Like, oh, this is two of the best dudes.
Yeah, and to see like, I mean, Premiere's had some success, but RZA's like gone on to like crazy, like Hollywood movies and shit.
Oh yeah.
But when there was still just nothing but respect. It was like they're both just hip hop. That's where that's where their heart is.
Definitely. Yeah, it was something that was like, well, this probably wouldn't have happened in any other time.
Right.
Other than like right now,
Right. Matteo, have you been listening to music at all lately?
Not a lot, to be honest with you.
It's been a while. You haven't listened to music a lot in like years, huh?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just I don't know. The thing is that when I'm working, I'd rather have like people talking instead
Yeah.
of listening to music for two reasons. Like one is that if I hear people talking, it's more like I have people around me.
Yes, I get that. I get that.
I feel less alone.
Yeah, I get that.
And on the other side is that since uh, I did music in the past, like I cannot listen to it in a really light way.
Right.
If I listen to music, I gotta really listen to it.
Right.
And instead with conversation and shit, I can just have it as a background noise and it's fine. But with music, I can't. I really struggle doing it.
Okay, it's all right.
I can understand that.
Drumming, man. The drumming session in Japan.
Oh yeah, that
That
was
was
fun.
the shit.
Where were you drumming?
It was tell him, Jim. It's,
We were staying at Peach and Yo's spot in their small little town they live in, and there was just like a bookstore, a media type store with books, toys, everything you'd want, and they had almost like a guitar center on one floor where you can buy instruments, rent instruments. You can even rent a room to practice. So we rented a room
Oh shit.
for like an hour just so Matteo could play drums for like 20 minutes and we could shoot like video of it.
That's awesome.
And it was awesome. And then like after 20 minutes, we all came back out and like returned the drumsticks, the equipment to the women working the counter. And they were just completely, like confused and baffled why we were only in there for like 20 minutes. I'm sure they were like, these guys are fucking crazy, whatever. But it was awesome. I just wanted to get footage of Matteo going crazy. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was just such a random thing that they had that as an option in this store. So
Right.
it was cool.
This podcasting while drawing zaps you quick.
Yeah.
Are you guys finding that?
I have a hard time doing both at the same time.
Yeah.
Drawing and talking is tough. That's why it's like when I'm at a convention.
Because you're dumb, Tommy. Sorry.
Wait. Let me stop drawing so I can respond. Oh. When I'm at a convention, and everybody's like wanting to talk to you at the table, and it takes you like 4 hours to do a commission.
Oh,
yeah, I know that feeling. Like, normally you would tell, like, I'm drawing, so it's cool, I can talk, but you really cannot. Like, either you do one or the other. Even now I'm talking, but I had to stop, so yeah.
Yeah, that's because you're dumb, like me.
Yeah.
Matteo just raised the energy level. Because you're dumb.
Yeah, it's like you have to shut off one part of your brain to be able to do both things at the same time. It's a little weird.
Right. Shit. See, I was focusing on speaking and I fucked something up.
Just to see, yeah. Just to say, yeah, it fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I gotta order some supplies soon.
I've had to do that. It's like
Used to
you just notice something that you're about to run out of,
Yeah.
and yeah, man, who knows when the art stores will be an option again.
Yeah, I mean, Steph and I were talking about last night. She was like, when do you think I'm going to be able to go back to work? I'm like, I don't know. It's a long fucking time.
Shit.
I just know that when we can travel again, I just want to get the fuck out of here and like just
Yeah.
go do something for a little bit.
Oh, I was telling Melissa the idea we had talked about with doing like our own like little private convention,
Yeah.
renting a place, and she thought that would be really good for us.
Yeah. I
Not
think
us, like as in like us the guys, you know.
right. Yeah, I think it'd be great. Just get like a nice like mountain house cabin thing.
Mm-hmm.
Get a bunch of food. We'll cook. We'll hang.
Yeah,
I think-
we've earned something like that.
yeah, that would be
Oh,
great. Like a creative retreat.
Tommy, I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh, good. Looking amazing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Matteo, put it in the center more. Oh, that's
Sorry.
me. Talk. Oh,
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
that's great, dude. Wow.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's really fun.
Awesome.
great, Matteo. I'm having fun too. Just making crazy marks everywhere.
Let me see yours, man.
Can you see it? Here, I'll hold it up. Can you see it there?
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes when it's all done. There's still a lot to do. Let me get these swords done. Mateo, what's going on with your house that you were buying?
Oh, right. We just had another problem with it. Like the owner is a fucking douchebag. So basically, like, I don't know if did I tell you anything about the whole thing?
No.
No. So basically, it's there's a porch in the front of this house with a roof, and over the roof there's a small terrace. Which is
Yeah.
really nice. But it was not declared to the it was not in the papers, basically. So it was totally illegal, this thing.
Oh.
So our request was, and we made it, we asked them to put it in the contract that we would pay X amount of money if they fixed that problem. But it takes a while because you have to hire somebody to fill out a lot of forms, and you have to make a request. in the townhouse. No, the town hall. How do you say it?
Like city, like
townhouse?
with the city,
Was that?
like with the city.
Yeah, the city. You gotta ask the city. Like, listen, hey, I got this thing. It's not legal. How much do I have to pay to make it legal, basically?
Right, right.
And the guy that they were using as a technician, I don't know how to say that, was he didn't want to do it, basically. So that's why we asked them to put it in the contract as a mandatory thing.
Yeah.
And it's a lot, the whole thing is a long process. So we had to wait a month and a half, plus, with the coronavirus and everything. So it takes a while. And then the other day, they finally sent me this document that should, allow you to, sell and buy the house. And they were like, okay, everything's fine. We did it finally. I was like, oh, cool. So let me call there's an office that, when you have to buy or sell a house. So let me call them. So we'll arrange and we'll arrange something, and we'll finally buy it.
Right.
And then I asked a friend of mine just to make sure, and this friend is an architect, and I asked her, I was like, so they solved the problem, right? She was like, no. There was just, basically what they did was a sketch of the house with the porch, but she said, this is not what they basically declared to the city. The city still has the whole drawing of the house.
Right.
So this porch is not legal yet. The situation is basically the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I was like, we've been negotiating with this house for the last 4 months. So we are, tired as fuck. So I just called this morning. I called the agent. I was like, you know what? All right. So now the value of this house is 10,000 euros less. That's it.
Right.
So now you're gonna give me a discount. And he was like, no, they're never gonna give you a discount. I was like, okay, then we're not doing it.
All right.
So we started negotiating, and she wanted to, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna negotiate with you. So either you give me this discount or we're done. And a few hours ago he called me and was like, okay, she accepted. So
Wow.
so yeah.
Hardball.
But man,
Yeah.
this bitch made us suffer. Like, that's.
I like that you stuck it to them, though. You're like,
Oh yeah. Because I was trying to be nice. The whole thing, the whole 3-4 months that this whole thing has been going on. I was the only one who was always, nice and trying to understand. So I was like, yeah, all right. Okay, let's try and see what we can do. And this time I just lost it. I was like, I never been rude to the agent. And this time I was like, I don't give a shit. He didn't even speak at the phone. Like, it's just me talking. That's it. So
Wow.
he just said, hello. And then he said, all right, okay. At the end of the call. That's it.
Yes.
wow.
Yeah, man. It was. But yeah, finally we made it. So.
It's good to be a hard ass sometimes.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I'm not. It doesn't come natural to me. You
Right.
gotta really pull it out of me. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I've only seen Matteo lose it one time at a convention.
Oh, I know what the situation that was.
That was North Carolina.
Yep.
That was me.
Oh shit! Our friend.
Yep.
Well,
Wait,
but
don't you
even
know this?
there, I didn't, do anything to him.
Right. It was just the way
You know.
you were talking about it to me. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen him so worked up.
I'm trying to remember what that was.
Do you remember, Tommy?
Somebody, was it a fan or like a professional or?
No, it wasn't a professional. I'll tell you when we're done.
Okay, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, because that dude showed up last year as well.
Oh yeah, and
Okay.
Charlotte as well.
Oh wow, yeah.
Hey Tommy, can you believe there's a crazy guy in the comic book? Scene?
That's weird.
That's weird, right?
Unheard of. Yeah, it's like, can you believe I had an awkward interaction with someone at a Comic-Con?
Can you believe I just saw a potential serial killer at
Right.
a comic book show? Unbelievable.
Dude, I'm wondering if this whole virus thing, like how it's gonna like really affect cons for the long haul.
Yeah, hard to say, man. It's
Yeah, like are we gonna get back to like that many people in that small of a space again?
have you guys been getting hit up by any promoters with like the virtual Comic-Cons, online Comic-Cons?
What?
No, have you?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
What are they saying?
I couldn't do it, but Comic Palooza is doing like a weekend long thing in early May with I'm not sure how they're doing it. Like you're actually at your home and you set up a table and you say you can buy my stuff, go to my website or go to this, and there's like panels and stuff. So but I don't know. For me, it's like a Comic Con is the interaction with people.
Yeah, I
and,
agree.
having people be able to flip through my portfolio and actually like look at the work and everything. But I don't know. It's like people I think are kind of just trying whatever they can at this point.
Yeah, I mean we all are. You have to just figure out new ways to survive. How you doing on time, Jim?
Oh, let me check. I probably gonna bounce off in about 5 minutes.
All
But
right.
don't let me interrupt the flow of your guys.
No. I'll stop the podcast. But if Tommy and Matteo, if you just want to hang out and draw, we can do that too. But I feel like the energy's fading for the podcast anyway.
Here's where I am on this guy.
Wow,
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Cool.
dude, that's incredible. Holy shit.
So yeah, I kind of want to like mess with it more. I feel like I could just experiment with it for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
Um,
Go ahead and do that, Tommy. Go ahead and make it like your work for the next like 3-4 days, maybe. and then we'll see what you come up with, buddy.
yeah.
So
I kind of like put in a bit of like some paint, like some textures. There's a little bit of like you can see kind of like in this area like almost like some foliage, kind of brush, like trees. I don't know.
Beautiful.
And
I love the glowing yellow.
All right, cool. Yeah, I did like a blur and kind of made it glow a bit. I started to lighten a lot of the line and some of this stuff.
Damn, that's awesome, man.
Cool. Yeah, it's really fun. So then this dude,
Yeah, a little weird. Is that Rocky? Is that what I drew?
it seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
And squirrel.
So I think like, yeah, I'm kind of like going in and like, yeah, I could sort of like spend all day just, coloring little bits and then kind of going in and, if I wanted, I could,
Nice.
but actually,
Get that cigarette lit up.
yeah.
All right, let's see where Mateo's at.
Nah, I'm really just gonna stay here for a while. But yeah, a lot of it is I can just kind of draw on top of it. But but it's like, yeah, like I said, I could kind of just do this all day. So.
It's amazing, man. I love it.
Oh, good, cool, thanks.
Beautiful.
All right, let me stop sharing here.
So
Yeah.
this is where I am so far. I'm almost done with it, to be honest with you. So,
Wow.
so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think, Tommy?
I love it.
Awesome, man. Thanks for lying.
Well, could you put it closer to the camera? Yeah, it's great. You made it like, yeah, it's great. I love the way they gave it some form, like on the hand and stuff, like the way the light is hitting it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I love
Thanks,
it.
man.
Wow. Wow, it looks even better from far away, upside down. So Jim, I see you added a little bit of dark in there. I think it's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit overworked and insane, but that's kind of what.
Love it, dude. Wait, is that Cyclops at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
He's saying his word balloon says crystal food.
Yes.
You see that?
That's so cool.
So
Oh wow.
pretty crazy. I don't know. A bit overworked, but I think it's okay.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Okay, cool.
And Mateo, yours is about 60% done, I think.
Awesome, man. Let me see it.
Sean, talk.
Oh, here. Yeah. So I got the bottom portion to work out, which I'm going to do in like fade from like these light grays in the bottom up to the blacks.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's looking dope. That's crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
just realizing that, I wasn't thinking when I did it. So I just realized that I gave you a full piece. So it's, it takes time. So I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm having fun. I'm definitely going to finish it.
Yeah, I was thinking actually, Matteo, like I sent you like all those different pencils I had, and I was just thinking, oh, you could grab like a figure from one of those or something. So even on that, I was thinking maybe just do Hellboy, but it works. But I love what you do with the dragon and stuff. So.
Oh, thanks, man. No, as I did with the Mignola thing, the Mignola piece, I really like having at least a couple of layers. So at least have a foreground and a background to work on. It's really, it's what gets me going, so.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey guys, I'm gonna run because I gotta jump on this call.
Okay, I'm gonna press stop real quick. Thank you all for watching. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Matteo. Thanks, Tommy.
We'll put on social media like nice like JPEGs of this stuff.
Yeah, we'll put it all over there.
Yeah.
Matteo and Tommy hang out. After I press stop, I'll talk to you guys.
I'll talk to you guys. I'm gonna bounce.
Bye, Jim.
All right, see you, Jim.
See you guys.
Yeah, Jim, take care.